Hey, we're back. Yesterday we were in Sioux Falls on a layover. This morning we flew into Marion in southern Illinois. I got a little brochure and I want to just give you a couple of the highlights. We're going to try to hit most of them with our car tomorrow. But anyways, check this out. The southern Illinois area is here. If you are familiar, St. Louis is kind of right in this little spot. We're going to focus down on this area here. The airport we flew into was actually right about in this area. We're staying in Marion, and tonight I'm not sure exactly what we're going to do, but I'll give you a little overview. Carbondale, there's a great big university there. This is really a nice college town. And then this area going south down to the rivers is really a pretty area. There's a lot of parks and wildlife areas. So one of the things that they really recommended that we do is check out the Ferncliff State Park. There's a big waterfall trail, and with all the rain we've been getting lately, that's one that I'm going to put high in my list, but we'll see if we get there. I got to work it out with the rest of the crew. And then coming further west, we've got the Giant City State Park. We have Macanda, which is, as the front desk lady said, full of old hippies. So that might be kind of a cute, fun little downtown area to get to. Next to that, of course, is the Giant City State Park. There's a bunch of hiking trails that I've looked up in that area, and then of course there's one that has a natural bridge that looked really neat. So if we make it this far west and we have this much time, that's going to be worth checking out as well. I asked what vineyards we should go see, and of course we can't drink, but we can go see them anyways. She said Alto and Blue Sky were probably the top two to go see. So that's kind of the overview of what we're looking at, and we'll get this trip started.
Okay, so we had a good night's sleep, and we're going to be off. We have to return our car at 3 o'clock today, so we're going to go hit the Ferncliff. We're going to hit one of the vineyards, just go check it out, and then go check out the little town that was full of the old hippies. So that's kind of our plan today. It's about an hour and a half of driving. All right, here's our car. Look at this animal. It's actually not too bad, but we're off.
All right, so the first stop today was to the Ferne State Park. And the first thing you'll notice when you come in here is this little lake called, of course, Ferncliff Lake. There's a hiking trail about a half-mile long that kind of goes through the park here. And you can see where it comes out just down the other side. We just took it, not a bad little trail, very easy. So if you have kids, it'd be great. Just a good little spot to get out and exercise for a little bit, stretch your legs. But that's not why we're here. We're looking for that waterfall, so we're gonna keep looking. So one of the challenges that we found coming into the park here is, where do you find the waterfall? And we actually had to ask a couple people because it's not well marked until you get here to this trail. The trail you're looking for is the Big Rocky Hollow Trail, and that starts where we are right now. So when you come into the park, you kind of weave up, and one of the first things you see is the lake that we were just at. Immediately past the lake, there's a right turn. Take that all the way to the end. It's not very far, maybe another half mile or so. At the end of, you're gonna go by some picnic areas. At the end of that park, continue on foot for about another 100 yards, and you'll run into this sign, Big Rocky Hollow Trail. This is where you want to be to do the Waterfall Trail. Now, unfortunately, we just talked to some people and they said it's not running right now, but we're gonna go hike it so at least you can see it. And if you're here, send us some pictures, send us some video, and we'll edit this and put it in so other people can see what it looks like. All right, when you come up the trail about half a mile down, you're gonna get to this bridge that I'm standing on. Actually, the waterfall's right back there. Like I said, it's not running, but we'll take a closer look in a second. This is a state park. The trails were very well maintained, easy to get to once you found where you're trying to go. But we thought this is really pretty. When you come through here, the trail was really simple, but you're by all these really cool cliffs. It's kind of hard to see back in the woods there, but the whole walk, very pretty.
I'm not saying you shouldn't have. That's not what I'm saying at all.
So here's our waterfall. We're laughing these guys coming down. It's awesome. You can see where this would be really pretty if it was flowing, but apparently the rains are too long ago, so we don't get a whole lot today. But this is really a cool little cove. Let's see how tall it is here. So we're trying to get to the vineyard, and one of the neat things that you see here is this little road. It's actually part of the Southern Illinois Wine Trail, and I'll put a link to that in the comments, but what it's in their blog post. But this would be a really cool route to ride your bikes back and forth, a kind of road trip through, spend the day just wine hopping. So we made it to the Blue Sky Vineyard. You walk in, pretty tasty. Got a patio outside, food. And the food here looks super cheap and looks really good.
So yeah, and I think with that I ended up paying. I'm not sure, but I'm ended up saving like $8.
So we just got our food. Nice pulled pork on a croissant. So it's really pretty. You're gonna walk along their vineyards, and of course you can see over here these vines are hiding. Here's Macanda.
Working best in this place we call home. Whether it's the Carbondale area on 91.9 FM, or in Mount Vernon on 88.9 FM, or the Aldi Effingham region at 90.3 FM. You spend a lot of time listening, and listener support is what makes WSIU possible.
By supporting programming on WSIU, our corporate partners help educate our region. That's why Dr. Tim Lawford Dentistry and Wilfred F. Carson Center support WSIU. To learn how you can help, contact us at 453-4286.
Jennifer Barber, producer here at MaximumFun.org. Support for NPR comes from NPR member stations and...
Absolutely right. Come on, little hippie stuff. This is the place to go. So if you're ever curious and for some reason you need to buy dragon bones, this is your spot. Macanda, Illinois. Okay, so we got to go see the park. We got to go see that awesome vineyard, and we went to Macanda, the old hippie town, and as promised, it was full of old hippies. Kind of thoughts on them. The park was great. Vineyard was fantastic. It's actually really a neat area because it's got a lot of those different kind of things that are available. Half the fun about being a pilot is you get to go have these layovers in places that you probably wouldn't ever go if you weren't here for work. And that's kind of what the blog Vacation Trip Reviews is about, and that's where most of the content like this is for. So I'm just here. I just wait for the captain to come out. We're gonna go hit our things, but it's kind of a great opportunity to get out. And today, days like this, it's all about exploring and just trying something new. And you'll find that there's a lot of gems hidden in these little cities. Very pretty forest.